linear equation in two variables. So this is our chapter name. Yes, correct. So first thing is that variables. Last year we studied about what? One variable, linear equation, one variable. Two variables, x and y, x, y, and are called what? Variables. Correct. So if I take an equation something like ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, correct, where my a and b are real numbers, in the sense here condition is a not equal to 0 and b not equal to 0, because if it is equal to 0 then this is c is equal to 0, so there is no point in writing this particular thing. Correct? Yes or no? And what are the variables here? The variables are x and y. X and y are my variables. Okay, and here even I can include c also, because anyway it's a constant, so that is also is a variable here. Okay, so pair of linear equation. Correct? That is a thing which you're going to study now. So pair in the sense, here I wrote only what? One. Correct? This is only one equation. Pair in the sense, I'll write something like, I'll write down here, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So I am not changing my variables. Correct? But I am changing what? The real numbers here. Okay. So now I will show you something called how to view it and how to visualize it. So the best way to remember is through what? We got four things in maths always: numbers, words, variables, and diagrams. The best way to visualize the class or visualize this particular chapter is through diagrams. Correct? So first I'll be teaching you what? The graphical method for solving. Graphical method of solving. Okay. So for this, I'll first draw one simple graph here. Let me draw one graph. Correct. Now I'm gonna draw some two lines here. Two lines I'll draw. Yeah. And now we can clearly see that the two lines intersect at what? Only one point. Correct? The two lines intersect at one point. Correct? If I can see that the two lines intersect only at one point, then x and y can have only one value, can have one solution, can have one solution. Okay, so if I want to write it in terms of numbers now, so I will just do a very simple equation here. One is a plus b, or else I think x and y I have taught, right? So I'll be writing here x and y. That will be much more easier for you. X plus y is equal to 6. X minus y is equal to what? 4 I will put. Okay, correct? This is my equation. In the sense, two line. Line, I think we all know what is the equation. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now two lines I'm representing it as what? X plus y is equal to 6 and x minus y is equal to 4. So I hope everyone knows how to plot the graph, because plotting the graph is important for us. Everyone knows, I hope so. correct? X plus y is equal to 6. How will I plot the graph? I'll just draw a table here, correct? X and y I will put. If x is equal to 0, what is y value? 6. If y is equal to 0, what is x value? 6. That's it. So I can plot the graph. I think this everywhere, then they will get a line. So that's how we plot the graph, correct? Yes. So here in the first point, what I want to tell you is, before me teaching you the methods of finding the values of x and y, I have to tell you that how many solution will this equation will have. It will have only one solution, in the sense x will be having one value, y will be having only one value. That's it. If I take that particular point, x will be having that one value. The intersection value will be what? You'll have only one solution. Okay, you'll be clearer once I do a problem in this. So if I take this problem, the most easiest method in this, whatever I teach it, is through the, let's take the smallest method, that is through elimination method. Okay, so first I'll be teaching what eliminate. This is the fastest way to do. Okay, elimination method, in the sense x plus y is equal to 6, and if I'm getting x minus y is equal to 4, correct? This is my equation 1 and equation 2. Yes, I will elimination method. I'll eliminate one of the variable here, correct? So what happens if I add these two equations? So maybe I have to add, maybe I have to subtract. I don't need what, I should find one of the variable value. So how to get it? If I add equation 1 and equation 2. So if I add these two equations, what will happen? Plus y and minus y will get cancelled out to each other, because I'm adding equation 1 and 2. And x plus x will be giving what? X plus x will be giving 2x. And 6 plus 4, this will be plus, everything will be plus. Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10, so x value is 5. If I get x value, I have to simply substitute in what? Equation 1, correct? So what will be my y value? 1, because 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. Is everyone clear with this? I'm substituting here. This is a very simple thing. So normally what I'm doing is 5 plus y is equal to 6, y is equal to 6 minus 5, that is 1. Is everyone clear with this? So now I got two values of x and y. One is at 5, comma 1, correct? This is my x and y value. So just to represent graphically, correct? The two lines will intersect at what? 5 and 1. The meaning of this is, these two lines intersect at what? 5 comma 1. Okay, so suppose this is 5. If this is 5 and this is my 1, normally it is not the case, because the graph has not been drawn to the scale. So I'm just assuming. Okay, normally this is not the thing, we're just assuming this. So it will intersect at this point. So it'll only have got what? One solution. You got the point? Yes, fine. So now let me take one more question. I think any doubt or anything is there? Yes, perfect. Let me take one more example. Let's take 2x plus 3y is equal to 4. Okay, this is my equation 1. So what I am writing here is 4x plus 6y is equal to 8. 4x plus 6y is equal to what? 8. So just be alert for only just 5 seconds. Kindly be alert. 2x is here, 4x is here, 3y is here, 6y is here, 4 is here, 8 is here. This is my 8. Okay, correct. So what is happening here actually? This is getting doubled. 2x twice is 4x, 3y twice is 6y, 4 twice is 8. So what is happening actually? Equation 1 is getting multiplied by 2. That only is giving my equation, this equation, right? whatever equation you can write, 2, 3, or whatever it may be. Is this thing correct? In the sense, equation 1, I'm multiplying by 2 to get this particular equation. This one. So the point I wanted to tell you is, suppose if I am drawing the graph here. Suppose if I'm drawing the graph here, okay, we can only see what? One line. In the sense, both these things coincide. Both these lines overlap each other. Overlap each other or superimpose each other. In the sense, superimpose or overlap, meaning is one on top of the other. If this is the line, just on top of this line only one more thing will come. That's it. One on top of the other. So what happens to these kind of lines is, it will have what? Infinitely many solution. Infinitely many solutions that can. So last thing I told, what? Only one solution will have. This thing, infinitely many solution will have. Okay, infinitely many solution. Is this thing clear to everyone? Okay, so if I want to take it in variable phase here, I'll take this as what? A1. This is what? My B1, and this is my C1. This is my A2, this is my B2, this is my C2. So A1 by A2 not equal to what? B1 by, sorry, A1 by A2 is equal to, sorry, the ratio should be equal in this. A1 by A2 is equal to what? B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. Okay, so everything must be equal. Then this will have got what? Infinitely many solution. Okay, if I'm just taking the variable point of view. So not required, just to tell you. Clear? Yeah. So let me take something like this. One more thing, I'll take an example. The last one. Okay, the last one. In the sense, no solution part. Again, I'll explain the graphical way first. No solution. In the sense, I'll give you the keyword parallel lines. Parallel lines. Okay, for this, I'll just tell you an example. Let's take 2x plus 3y minus 7 equal to 0. And the other thing is what? Let me take 9x minus 2y plus 8 equal to 0. So this, I already know it's a parallel line. Okay, so for this, I'll draw a graph now. One is here. Yeah. So I'm just drawing some two parallel lines. Correct? If it is, does it intersect anywhere? No, right? Then common sense itself, we can say that there is no solution. There is a gap here. Only if it intersect at one point, we'll have solution. If it is not intersecting, what? Common sense, we won't have any solution. Okay, so we need not go with A1 by B1 or anything. If we want, we can just what? Visualize and draw the graph. Then we will get it done. Clear? Everyone up to this?